Y'all want soft women, but you keep making things hard. Y'all want soft women, but you keep making things hard. Y'all want soft women, but you keep making things hard. Y'all want soft women, but you keep making things hard.
All right. Welcome back to another episode. This is Mike Perkins, one half of MVP, one half of Mike and Vince Perkins, one half of Opinions Are Like Podcasts. And for this here, I am the whole show. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the little clip in the beginning. It is everyone's favorite intersectional black feminist, Amanda Seales, saying implying that if we want soft women, then we need to create a soft environment. Let me start off by saying I think that Amanda Seales, although she seems to be a very tough to deal with, has always been attractive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not particularly a fan of her work. But I do recognize that she is talented in some things. So cute and talented. There you go. Cute and talented. Now, let's get to these bars. The implication with said thing is that creating soft environments is what is going to create soft women. I would argue, Amanda, that this is the softest time that we've ever had in the history of human existence, especially in America for melanated people. So, any time before 1960 is bullshit for us. I mean, it's just bullshit. You know what I mean? Now, she did not say black anything, but I'm going to think that she implied that. I'm going to roll with she implied that. The inference is there. There is no time in black history whereas it has been easier for women specifically than now. Black women are at the top of the food chain with regards to freedom of speech. Black women get to be openly homophobic, xenophobic, racist, without any repercussions whatsoever. You are the freest that you've ever been in life. You are freer than your mom. You're freer than your grandma, great-grandma, so on and so forth. And what it has created is entitled women. Women who believe that by virtue of their existence, they're owed some shit. So that the women that we're struggling with are a result of softer times, a softer environment. What creates softer women is actual hard times, because it reverts women back to their natural position and it reverts things to its natural order. Whereas the men take the hits and the women, they're in their position in the house. Now look, I'm not saying that women just belong in the house. I'm saying natural order suggests that is the positioning. And look, men are taking the hits. So it's not to say that we're relegating you to the house with the responsibilities of outside. No, I have the responsibilities of outside. I take the hits. Now I do get the benefits of outside, because I can't just be outside and then I get the benefits of outside. But you get the benefits of me going outside. So you win. That's the way that it goes when natural order is restored. But you don't want natural order. You want equal. And it's this thing, it's an older concept. The first person I heard say it was Jordan Peterson, and I'm not all the way a fan of his. Like some of his stuff, not too fond of some of the other stuff. But again, nobody agrees with everybody. But Jordan Peele said, equality of opportunity is one thing, and opportunity of equality of opportunity is one thing and equality of outcome is another. I think what Amanda Seales and, the likes really want is equality of outcome. Whereas no matter what you put in, you get the same result. You show up and you just get it. You get it because you are there. I'm there. I'm contributing, so I should get the same thing. No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't ever get the same thing for just showing up. Your show up game is not that great. It's just not that great. You should get what you get because of what you put in. Now, the tougher times creating softer women. Look, we have very good examples in second and third world countries, whereas the women are feminine because the times are hard. Those women don't give, look, not to say they want to be in America, and if you gave them American culture as it were, whereas the women are on Instagram showing off they, woos and whats, whereas the OnlyFans is popping and, so on and so forth, the violence, the over-sexuality, the kids out of wedlock, the women being on their own. I don't think that they would choose that because they don't really have context to it. If you've never been in America, you can only kind of see it on TV, the internet or whatever, if they have the luxury of having the internet. But I think what a lot of women here tend to think is that if you make it softer for me, then I can just relax. And their version of soft is them not doing anything. And that's not true. It doesn't create softer times for you it doesn't create softer women when you create softer times. What it ultimately creates is entitled women, which is what we have here. Now there's a second side to that. Typically when you have, black intersectional feminists like Madame Amanda Seales, who's a cutie. You have male feminists that follow right behind. And you hear a lot of guys that say that if you're the right guy, then she'll be the right woman. And look, I need to say this, and this is the most important part. If you blocked out all the stuff I said about Amanda Seales, you can do that. You can fast forward to this part here because this is the bar. Black men, I need you to understand this with all your understanding that you can have. I wholeheartedly mean this. Your masculinity and manhood is not tied to your ability to convert a bitch. Your manhood and masculinity is not tied to your ability to convert a bitch. Your job as a man is to be productive, to be a leader, to be a provider, protector, to be ordered, structured, disciplined, to have a purpose and a plan, and to find a woman who fits said purpose, plan, leadership, provisions, protection, order, structure, discipline. It is not your job to pick an unruly bitch and then make her ruly. To pick a disagreeable bitch and make her agreeable. To pick a hoe and then turn her into a housewife. Your job is to pick the woman who fits all of the aforementioned things. Your job is not to convert a bitch. That's not our job. See, their mama's job is to teach them how to be agreeable. Teach them how to be fit, friendly, and feminine. To teach them how to be the wife that they need to be, the woman they need to be, the mother that they need to be, in order of woman, wife, mother, in that order. It's their father's job to head the vetting process. Maybe he's not the whole thing, but he should be involved. It's their father's job to make sure that they're not fucking these degenerates. It's their mama's job to prepare them to be the wife and mother that they need to be. It's not your job. When you show up on the scene, if she is not already what she needs to be, on to the fucking next. You don't owe them shit. Bottom fucking line. Your masculinity, your manhood is not attached to your ability to convert a bitch. If she's on Instagram showing off her asshole, then bitch, you disqualified. That's it. On to the next. Who gives a fuck? I'm not trying to make you into Savannah James. And if you're showing up Sierra, you're Sierra. I'm gonna leave you as Sierra. I'm not gonna try to make you into Savannah James. If you want to be Aisha Curry and you want to be naked on the front of a magazine cover because you need attention, ma'am, be naked and be single. It's fine. I got one of you, I can get another. And what men need to understand is that your masculinity is not tied to converting a bitch. Let her be a bitch. It's not converting a hoe. Let her be a hoe. It's not converting a unruly bitch. Leave them alone. They're not. Your job is to pick the appropriate woman for your purpose, your plan, who will appreciate your leadership, your provisions, your protection. Not saying that a woman coming in can't have flaws, because everybody got flaws. Nobody's perfect. But if you don't have the basics, bitch kick rocks. Being agreeable is so very easy. And see, the thing about it is that men always understood order. Men always understood order. We understand competence hierarchies, which means that, for example, if I call my boys and I say we going to hoop, I'm one guy. I call 4 guys. I say I want to hoop. I already know who the best hooper. I know the guy we gonna run the offense through. I know the guy who's gonna take the most shots. I know the guy who's the shooter who, you know what I'm saying, we're trying to draw the double and kick it to. I know the guy who's gonna be rebounding and hustling. I already know who's that. We understand competence hierarchies because we play sports. We understand competence hierarchies because we're in your militaries. We work these hard jobs. Who's the foreman? Who's the supervisor? You know what I'm saying? Who's the person? Who's in charge? Who's in charge of the union? Who's the union steward? We understand order of operations. We understand competency hierarchies. And because women are so adverse to criticism on the level that men have to take it, you're not going to be that level of competent. Mostly because you're not responsible in no percent for the protection. I ask this question all the time. Has there been a time where you heard a woman who got out of a relationship or a marriage and she blamed herself? She said, yeah, I fucked that up. I fumbled that. That was a good nigga and I fumbled it. Damn near never. Damn near never. The reason that women don't do that is because they understand innately, either consciously, subconsciously, or whatever, that the responsibility of the relationship is the man. How's it my responsibility and we 50-50? And that takes me back to why it's not your responsibility to pick a woman who is unruly, who is a hoe, who is disagreeable, who is an intersectional feminist. It is not your job to take her and then convert her. If she's a masculine person, let her be masculine. On to the next. It's not your job. So that Miss Amanda Seales, soft times do not create soft women. They create entitled intersectional feminists like you. That is my time. I thank you, everybody. Look, if you ain't following me on TikTok, you playing yourself, because I'm rocking over there. I'm rocking a little bit, man. I'm rocking it. They loving me, and I think that you should be loving me too. So if you're hearing this on YouTube, you need to go to TikTok, and I think I'm gonna put it right now. It's right. It should be right there right now. It should say Mike M-I-C-X Perkins, P-E-R-K-I-N-X K-I-N-S, and that's me on TikTok. You should go over there. A lot of the clips that I got from, Bernard shows over there. It's a couple of clips that I put, from these shows over there. You should go over there and you should show me some love. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost at 1,000 there. I want to get to 1,000 here. I don't want to make it take like another year to get to 1,000. I know I got to make more content, so kiss my ass. You ain't got to say nothing. I heard you already. I heard you when you said that the first time. I heard it. See, like, why you fronting on me like that? Why you fronting on me like that? Don't front on me. It's all love. Before you front on me, though, it's all love. But that's my time, man. I appreciate y'all. It's Mike Perkins, and I am out.